Close your eyes for a second and imagine a small kitchen window at dusk. There's steam rising from a mug, bright, tangy scented, like late summer fruit folded in warm tea. You lift the cup, the rim kisses your lips, and for a moment your shoulders let go. Tonight we make something that smells like that memory, a warm rosehip infusion and a tiny jar of rosehip infused face oil you can use as an evening ritual. Stay with us. This will be simple, nourishing, and quieting.
Welcome to Earthy Remedy, your space for natural remedies, real food, and everyday wellness. I'm Fiona Thompson, co-host and nutritionist. The research shows small, regular rituals, especially those that pair a sensory element like scent or warmth with a clear action, can help both your skin and your nervous system settle into rest. And I'm Sam Nang Bradley, host and wellness guide. Today, we're slowing down with Rosehip, tart, fragrant, and full of plant goodness. Our focus is gentle skin nourishment and a calming evening ritual you can actually do. Make yourself comfortable, get a kettle ready if you want to follow along, and let's begin. Segment 1, Understanding the Problem. Picture this. You've worked all day, the lights are harsh, and your skin feels tight and a little dull. You scrub, you layer on creams, you sip another coffee to chase energy, but the tightness stays. It's late, and when you finally look in the mirror, you feel tired. That feeling is familiar to a lot of us. Let's break down what's actually happening. The skin's outer layer, the barrier, needs two basic things, moisture and a protective lipid layer. Hydration helps plump cells, and lipids, oils and fatty acids, help seal in that moisture and protect against environmental stressors. Nutrients like vitamin C and carotenoids support collagen production and antioxidant defenses. So when skin feels tight or dull, it often means the barrier is stressed and could use both internal and external support. That explanation makes it feel less personal and more practical. We're not chasing a magic fix. This is about simple ingredients and rituals that support what your skin already does. Think of this as nudging your skin back toward balance, not forcing a dramatic change overnight. Segment 2. What tradition and evidence say. Rosehip has been used across Europe, South America, and parts of Asia as a food and topical remedy, made into teas, syrups, oils, and salves. Nutritionally, rosehips are notable for vitamin C, carotenoids like beta-carotene and lycopene, and in the seed oil, essential fatty acids, linoleic and alpha-linolenic acid. These components can support skin health by aiding collagen synthesis and strengthening the lipid barrier. Here's what's important to know. Ingesting rosehip, like drinking an infusion, provides vitamin C and antioxidants that help systemically. Topically applied rosehip seed oil delivers fatty acids and some carotenoids directly to the skin surface. The evidence suggests both routes offer benefits, but they work in different ways. Topical oils help the barrier immediately. Drinking a tea supports overall antioxidant opacity and can be a calming ritual. The data supports modest improvements in skin texture and moisture with consistent use, though results vary by product quality and how it's used. There are also plenty of myths. People sometimes assume more is better, slathering heavy oils or taking large supplement doses. But with rosehip, gentle and consistent is the key. And quality matters. Cold-pressed seed oil preserves more fatty acids. Carefully dried hips keep vitamin C more stable than overheated processing. Segment 3. Introduction to the remedy. Today, we'll make two simple things. A warm rosehip infusion to sip, calming, antioxidant-rich, and a small jar of rosehip-infused face oil you can use nightly. The infusion soothes and supports from the inside. The oil nourishes the skin barrier from the outside. This pairing is gentle, low-cost, and adaptable. If you have sensitive skin, follow the patch test we'll share. If you're pregnant, breastfeeding, or on blood-thinning medication, check with your clinician before regular use. Segment 4. The recipe. Take a breath. We'll read ingredients slowly, then walk each step. You can cook along with us or listen and save the recipe for later. Full written instructions are in the show notes. Ingredient list for the warm Rosehip infusion. I'll read each slowly. 1 cup, 240 milliliters, water, base for your infusion. 1 tablespoon dried rosehips crushed, or 6 to 8 fresh rosehips halved, rich in vitamin C and tangy flavor. 1 small slice fresh ginger, optional for warmth and digestive comfort. Half teaspoon raw honey or maple syrup to taste, optional for sweetness. A thin slice of lemon or a few lavender buds are optional additions. Those are your ingredients. Equipment: a small pot, a strainer or tea infuser, a mug, and if you're making oil, a small clean jar and a funnel. For the infused oil you'll need 2 tablespoons carrier oil, like sweet almond, jojoba, or fractionated coconut oil, which act as a gentle base, 1 teaspoon crushed dried rosehip. If using seed oil instead of an infusion, skip the dried hips and use 5 to 7 drops of rosehip seed oil. Use fully dried rosehips or reputable dried rosehip products to avoid moisture in your jar. Step by step, rosehip infusion. Step 1. Pour 1 cup of cold water into your pot. Turn the heat to medium-high. Step 2. When the water reaches a gentle simmer, add 1 tablespoon crushed dried rosehips. If you're using fresh, add them now too. Add the ginger slice if you like. Step 3. Lower the heat and let the mixture simmer gently for 7 to 10 minutes. You'll notice the water shift to a bright amber pink color and a tart fruity aroma rising. Those are the soluble compounds releasing. Step 4. Remove from heat. Let it steep for another 5 minutes off the heat for extra extraction. Step 5. Strain into your mug. Sweeten if desired. And sip slowly. Notice warmth, aroma, and the citrus tart flavor. Drink this up to once daily. Now for the quick infused face oil, a small batch you can make tonight. There are 2 safe methods. A cold infusion takes longer, or a quick warm infusion we'll describe now for immediate use. Quick warm infusion method for a 1 ounce 30 milliliter jar. Step 1. Place 2 tablespoons carrier oil into a small heat-proof bowl. Add 1 teaspoon finely crushed, fully dried rosehip. Step 2. Set the bowl over a pot of barely simmering water, double boiler, and warm gently for 20 to 30 minutes. Keep the heat low. You want warm, not hot. Step 3. Turn off heat and let cool slightly. Then strain the oil through a fine mesh or coffee filter into your clean 1 ounce jar. Step 4. Cap it and store in a cool, dark place. For immediate nightly use, apply 2 to 3 drops to clean, slightly damp skin. Press gently, don't rub. Use 3 to 5 nights a week to start, then adjust. Tips and common mistakes. Do not use fresh, wet rosehips in your oil jar. Moisture promotes spoilage. If your infused oil smells off, cloudy, or shows mold, discard it. Keep the oil in a small, dark bottle to limit light exposure. If you have oily or acne-prone skin, use lighter carriers like jojoba and start with fewer drops to test tolerance. Storage and serving. The warm infusion is best enjoyed fresh, but can be refrigerated up to 48 hours. Reheat gently. The quick infused oil will keep 3 to 4 weeks refrigerated if made with properly dried hips and clean equipment. Cold infusion in a jar left in a sunny window can be made for longer, up to 6 to 8 weeks, if you use completely dry plant material and strain well. always label your jar with the date. Segment 5. Safety and cautions. Patch test the oil. Place 2 drops on the inner forearm and wait 24 hours. Stop if you notice redness, itching, or a rash. People allergic to plants in the Rosaceae family, apples, cherries, strawberries, may react to rosehip and should be cautious. If you take blood thinners or are pregnant or breastfeeding, check with your clinician before adding regular rosehip supplements or high-dose topical regimes. This recipe is gentle, but safety matters. When to see a clinician? If you develop persistent irritation, spreading redness, swelling, or any systemic symptoms. Also consult a professional for serious skin conditions, or if you're thinking of replacing prescribed treatments with home remedies. Our goal here is supportive self-care, not medical replacement. Segment 6. Reflection and encouragement. This is about a small ritual. Brewing a cup, pouring a warm tart infusion, and smoothing a few drops of oil into your skin before sleep. It signals to your body and mind that the day is closing. You don't need every ingredient to be perfect. If you only have dried hibiscus or a spoonful of jam in the cupboard, adapt. The point is to make the time and to care for yourself with intention. Quick summary. Rosehip offers vitamin C, carotenoids, and essential fatty acids. Drinking an infusion supports internal antioxidants and a calming ritual. Topical oil delivers lipids that help restore the skin barrier. Use gentle, consistent applications, patch test, and monitor for reactions. The evidence supports modest skin benefits when used thoughtfully. We'd love to hear how your rosehip ritual goes. Did you make the infusion? Try the quick oil? Send us a voice message or DM at Earthy Remedy, or leave a comment and tell us what you added or changed. And if you found this episode helpful, please subscribe to Earthy Remedy so you don't miss future recipes and rituals. It really helps us reach more people who want simple, plant-centered care. Closing sensory moment. If you have your warm mug now, hold it in both hands. Breathe in slowly through your nose. Notice the bright, fruity aroma. Let your shoulders soften. Take a small sip and notice the warmth at the back of your throat. This is nourishment. This is pause. For the oil, take 2 drops, warm between your fingertips. Press onto the cheeks and brow with soft upward touches. Feel the texture. That simple action is a kindness. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Earthy Remedy. We hope you leave with one small, practical idea you can try tonight. Follow or subscribe so you don't miss future episodes, and share this with someone who might enjoy a quiet, natural ritual. Until next time, listen to your body. Trust the earth. Feel the difference. Music swells gently now as we close. Good night, and be kind to your skin.